Hello again, everyone. My name is Juliana Adams. So, if you're new to this channel, what I do is I share videos that is going to help you build your business on a budget. I talk about bootstrapping in business, the tips, the tricks, and I explain it in an easy to understand way, or let me say, like a beginner friendly way. So, you're welcome to this channel, and today I'm just going to be talking about how to overcome the challenges of bootstrapping your business, or perhaps growing your business with your personal savings. And if you've been following this video, I think by now you should know what bootstrapping means. Okay, so let's just go straight to it. um Perhaps if you've not seen the last video, at this point you might have to go back and watch it or stream it, and then you can now come back to watch this video, because it's this is like the part two of, or let me say, the continuation of last week's video. So today I'll just delve into it. I talked about the challenges of bootstrapping your business last week, and the first one I mentioned was limited funds and resources. Okay, so how do you overcome this challenge? Well, simply put, there are ways anyway to overcome this challenge, but I'll just give some practical examples like that I've done before. So the first one is partnership. And how does that work? It's more or less like to bring it back to my own, let me just bring it back to my own example. Like 3 years ago, I started a business with someone, and in fact, I just reached out to the person. I said, okay, the production, the people that normally buy, like, you have the data of the audience that normally, buy from you. And I proposed a partnership with the person. Like, okay, it's like a remote business. Also, it's a remote business, and I did not have to be there. So I proposed a partnership, and I said, okay, as a digital marketing expert, I'm gonna do the marketing. You just do the production. We split the profit 40-40, and then the 20% of the profit, you use it back in marketing or doing any other things that we need to do. And it actually worked. Yeah, it actually worked as it was making us money. So, like, it's not that I have lots of fun to start with. I didn't even have much fun to even start with. So if you have limited fund, you can just partner like with someone. And another thing you can do is, have a leverage. What do I mean? To grow your business, you will need to invest money. To be truthful, you need to invest money. So you might have a skill, perhaps, that can bring you something on it, like, quickly. So you might need to look into that. Perhaps you might need to grow a skill. So I usually don't advise people, if you want to bootstrap your business, I usually don't advise people to just quit your job and then just go into business. Business is a risk. So I don't advise people to do that. I advise them, okay, if you still have a job, you can keep that and then start a business, on the side, which I normally advise people to do. Start a business on the side, then see how it goes, So those are the two practical examples that I have done myself. So if you have limited funds and resources, you can do this. Then the second one is increased workload and stress. This shouldn't be a surprise. As a business person, you're going to wear many hats. You are the CEO, you are the marketer, you are the producer, you're the name it. So you're gonna have a lot of things that you're gonna be doing at a time. So how do you deal with this, or what do you do? What I do is I prioritize daily tasks, because most of the times as business owners, we are all over the place. You want to do this, you want to do that, but no, you have to prioritize. Like, your daily task. If you're going to do something, you cannot be everywhere at the same time. Is that you prioritize. And the second thing I do is delegate. You can delegate it based on your capacity. Like, if I'll give an example, this business that I said I started about 3 years ago, I asked my siblings, I asked some friends as well, okay, this is the business, and I just wanted somebody to respond to, the customers' questions, and then close the deal. And before I did that, anyway, I automated the process. How did I do that? Like, I answered all the questions that I know that my customers would ask. So I put it as like I created a chat flow for it, all this automated, all this chat board that, when you click on the question that's on your mind, it's going to give you an answer. So I automated it, and then I told those people that I was delegating it to, I said most of the questions that they were going to ask, I already answered it. The people that are going to be sending you message or making inquiries are the people that are likely to buy. Standing chance of 80 to 100% that they're going to buy. So you don't have to worry. And I told them that each sale they make, they're going to get a particular amount. Particular amount of money from each sale. So which my partner also agreed to, because he also could not manage, the customers that we were getting. He also could not respond to all of the inquiries. So this was how we solved that. So how to overcome the challenge number 2, which is increase workload and stress, is 1, like I said, prioritize. Then 2, delegate based on your capacity. If you have the money, to hire like a virtual assistant or anything, then you can go ahead. But there are ways also to do it. And if you have any questions as regard that, maybe you want it tailored to your own business, because we have different businesses. So if you want it tailored to your own business, then you can leave a comment, or perhaps I'll drop my email in the description box, and you can ask me whatever question you want to ask me. The third challenge I want to talk about is financial risk. Well, this is one of the things, or one of the challenges that discourage people from actually going into business, or perhaps doing what they have passion for. Because imagine putting all your money in a particular business, and then it's not taking off, and then eventually you lose everything. How do you overcome this? Firstly, before you start any business, or perhaps even if you started any business now, take a step back and then validate that idea. What do I mean? Make your research. Don't just move based on assumption. Something like, okay, if I start this business in the next 3 months, I should be making about $20,000. And then you just start, and in fact, the first 3 months you were struggling to make 1,000. And then you're like, what are you doing wrong? What are you? Before you start, before you take a step, validate that your idea. There are ways to validate your idea, test your idea before you even start. So to reduce or minimize financial risk, validate your idea. Also, have a leverage. Like I said before, have something that can be like a shock if worst come to worst. As statistics show that most businesses fail in the first. In fact, not all business idea will see the light of the day. So you need to have a shock, validate your idea, have something you can fall back to, and then work hard. Business is not for everybody. If you're not ready to work hard, to put in, don't even bother. If you're just going to say I wish, instead of you to go around market your product or market yourself, and then you're just sitting around saying you wish, wishes, no, that's not that's not business. Business requires you going out all the way, doing all you can. If I take myself as an example, I'm not supposed to even do business, because based on my personality, I'm supposed to just stay indoor and then just be there. Like, I could just lie on the bed all day based on my personality. But I know what it takes, because I have to work hard. If I want to do business, I have to work. I have to put myself out there. There are lots of people out there. How do I market myself? How do I be outstanding? So those are the things that drives me. Those are the things that just push me to my goals. So as a business owner, to reduce or minimize financial risk, you have to work hard. I mean, working hard, putting all your effort. If you invest your money and then you sit down wishing and hoping somebody will just see you, nobody cares about it. Nobody's even looking at you. So maybe you're just thinking somebody somewhere will just stumble on your profile and then they will just buy $1 million something from you. It's not gonna work. You have to look for people. You have to go out there, put yourself out there. So now let's just go to the fourth challenge before I just keep on talking and talking. The fourth challenge is slower growth. And how do you overcome that? Excuse me. How do you overcome that slower growth? You know, I'll use myself as a practical example. Like the business that I told you that I started. This person has an audience, this person has a data, so we are not starting from scratch. So you are going like to meet someone that already started it, and then you're bringing a value that will also help that person to make more sales. So it will be quick, because you're leveraging on a platform that's already been there, or the person is there already. So that is how you can overcome slower growth. And if you're starting from scratch, also there are ways to if you're starting a business there are ways to also beat around it. But I will not be able to generalize, because I cannot start saying it for every business. Can be tailored to how they can operate. And if you have any question about your own business, like how you can quickly do that, you can send me a message. Like I said, I'm going to drop my email in the description box. So you can overcome that by partnership, and you can overcome that by planning. Most of the time, most business owners don't plan, and then at the end you just find out that you cannot even measure your progress. So you don't even know where you are. You don't even know what is working or what is not working. You're just posting online thinking, okay, algorithm will just pick it up and then show it to no. So like I said, I don't want to generalize that, but you have to work, you have to have a plan, and then work at you have to have a plan and then work at it. Like, this is what I want to do every day. This is how I want to go about it. This is that. So you have to have a plan that will help you to track your efforts, to track everything, so that you know what is not working, and where you need to tweak or how you need to go about it. So that is it for slower growth and how to overcome it. So the fifth challenge is limited networking opportunities. Well, that is relative, because the world is online now. And two examples I'll give to that is the fact that I consistently monitored, I think, about 2 people on LinkedIn over a year. I like to I like to observe things a lot, and I learn from observing things a lot. So I consistently monitor them for a year, and they grew really fast within that 1 year. And what were they doing? They were just putting themselves out there every day. Every day they were posting out something that they love to do, that they have passion for, that they believe in, that they've mastered. So they were just putting themselves out there, and they grew like significantly. So why am I saying this? It's just online. It's not maybe you have to travel to a particular place. The world is online, and then if you put yourself out there as someone valuable, people will come for you. Like, it's more or less like setting yourself on fire. People will just come and look at you. or perhaps you're like, I'm shining a spotlight on yourself. That's, you're putting yourself out there, so people will come looking for you. And if you're consistent, and if you know what you're doing, like if you've mastered what you are doing and you're consistent with it, people eventually will come looking for you. So limited network opportunities can be overcome. Like if you are not just going to sit down there and just going to wallow in, well, nobody's clicking on my profile, nobody's buying from me. If you have something valuable and you're putting yourself out there, people will come to you. So in summary, what I'm trying to say on how to overcome all these challenges: one, I said partnership. There's some things that you don't need to bother yourself about. Look for someone that you can partner with. Look for someone, that you can leverage on. So that's another thing that I mentioned: leveraging, working hard. You have to work hard. You just don't have to sit down and just say, okay, it's just somebody someday is just gonna come. No, everybody's busy, doing a lot of things. So nobody's just gonna come and then see your profile and then say, okay, I'm gonna buy 1 million stuff from you. What are you doing? How valuable are you? So these are the ways of overcoming these challenges. And that's it for today. I hope you found this video helpful. I hope you found this video helpful. And if you do, subscribe, like, share with people you know that are going to need this. And then when I post the next video, you're gonna get notified about it. And that's it for today. I hope to see you in the next video, and keep your passion up.